All right, howdy everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. Just getting ready, prepare myself. I've got my Loki pin here, and so yeah, I'm running Trickster Takeover, Trickster Takedown, Trickster. I forgot the name. Sorry. I'm running it this weekend, and so I wanted to get a practice play in. So I thought, well, let me try to make a pod and play myself. So that's kind of my crazy idea here. I have no idea if this is going to work, how it's going to work, but I think we can do it. So, yeah, that's going to be the plan. I'll try to walk you through some of it. I thought this would be a great video for people who maybe have not seen, or sorry, for people who would not have a chance to play the Loki Encounter multiplayer. This would be a way for you to see that happening out. At some point, I also hope to make one with kind of the regular crew, if you will, as well as I'm going to try to do the world's largest online game of Loki at some point. I don't know if it'll be September, October. It'll take some coordination, but try to get people to play. So, scenario I'm excited about. I know it's not super complicated, but I think that's okay. I think the fun is the key part to it, not the challenge. So we'll have to go from there and whatnot. Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Good luck with your streams today. Make sure you check out Gaming Rules if you haven't seen his video or channel before. One of the most fantastic rules explainers of all time. Teachers, if you will. All right, so here is what we're going to do. Let's go down to the table and kind of talk through what's going to happen. I had to clear a lot of space. I apologize for the unprofessional cables that are over here that I had to have there as well. So we are set up with Loki, God of Lies. This is the version that would be in the center that the group is trying to take down. He's got 20 health per player, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players, so he has 80 health. He says that when he gets to 10 per player, or 40 or fewer health, we're going to flip him over, and he's going to go to the other side. So that's happening. We put a couple of these pins that we're giving out this weekend at our event as well here to have him support. And then Worlds Collide is here, which says 2 per, and there's a new symbol with multiple heads on it. And that is 2 per pod. Sorry, 2, wait, hold on. 2 per group. Sorry, I should say what that is. So just to clarify a little bit more, so 2 per group. So now we have a group here, 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 and here. So again, what's happening is this is not a 4-player game. This is 4 solo games. So we've got 4 different versions of Loki being fought here. So yeah, sorry, this can go to 8 on Worlds Collide. So we're going to add threat to this, either when a player dies or when a threat schemes out. When a scheme threats out. So those are going to be the 2 times that we'll do those things. So we can fail basically on any of those things 7 times and still be able to win. So as a group, we have a good thing, which I'm probably going to need a little bit. I may make a few mistakes in terms of all that strategy and whatnot. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, Brombe. I'm going to play 4 hands. So that's what's going to happen. All right, so that is that. So then each of these quadrants is its own game. Imagine a player sitting at their table. You could have 4 tables, and they're all playing the game. So then each one is going to tell you to take a random version of Loki. I did it a little less non-random. I did A, B, C, and D so that you could see them to set up. Set up their deck. So each of these has a standard set in it, as well as the obligation, and each one has trickster magic. And then you're going to set the 4 environments into play. So we have Domineering Force, Feigned Retreat, Mounting Resistance, and Unified Front. And I'll go over them as I use them. And I have them in the same order on every single one. And I have them sleeved in different colors. So we've kind of got the teal one here, the purple one here, the blue one here, and the orange one here. That's actually more for me this weekend. So I can say orange group, blah, 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 blah. Purple group just defeated something. Teal, you gain a bonus. Those are going to be the kind of ideas because we interact with the groups as we play. Cool. So then I've got things set up. I have stuff set aside. Each one has an inner focus set aside, plus the 4 allies that can join them as well. And then we've got our heroes. We've got Carol Danvers in leadership. We've got Jubilation Lee in aggression. We've got Jennifer Walters in pool. And we have Shuri. I did forget to put the pool thing in here, but we're going to live without it because I'm not going to go get it now. And we've got Shuri in protection. So we've got our 4 heroes here, and we are ready to take on. We've got the 15 health on Loki. I'm going to use just tokens on my heroes for damage, I believe, and try to see if I have enough space. Technically, I have a 3-hour timer in which to do this. However, one thing I want you to realize is these games would be going on simultaneously. So roughly, this is going to take me 4 times as long as it would take other groups. So because of that, I'm not giving myself 12 hours because I'm not doing this for 12 hours. I'm still going to try to play in the 3. I'm going to play very fast. So I'll play the first round where I do a lot of explanation, and I will pause when anything kind of new comes up to explain what's happening, but otherwise I'm going to play quick. Another rule of it is supposed to be that groups are not supposed to slow play, but they can discuss amongst each other. Oh, we've got an issue over here. Can you help us with this? Oh, everybody hang on 1 second. You're about to get a bonus. That kind of stuff is fine, but actually being like, hey, let's just go to the bathroom and wait for something. But I may actually do something like that. If Captain Marvel is about to take something down that's going to benefit everybody, I may take another turn with her or something like that just to keep it moving and make it more effective. All right, so that's what's happening here. I'll go through these Lokis as each one activates because I'm probably going to need to remember some of that. For now, I'm just going to go A, B, C, D around the horn here. But like I said, I may take different times and move to different places. All right, here we go. Loki dokie. We're on our way. Let's start here with Captain Marvel. So we have our opening hand here. We've got a beast. This is pretty good. We're going to take our own commander to draw, which is an effective leadership. So actually, if we spend... Oh, well, we can spend that one right off the rip, though, huh? So we'll spend our mission planning and our triple to play Beast. Beast comes out. We get our triple resource back. Then we can use effective leadership. Oh, we should have just used that, huh? Yeah. We'll use effective leadership on Beast, so he has the +1. And then, do I have this correct? Yeah, I got the triple back. I'll use the mission planning to play the call for backup. I'm going to clear call for backup. I'm going to set it aside up here. When I clear that, I'm going to go get an ally. So I'm going to get Hope Summers. When she comes into play, I get a superpower card. So I'm going to take my Photonic Blast. I will flip Carol to hero form. I'm going to use my triple to play Photonic Blast, dealing 5 damage to Loki, so he's down to 10, and drawing a card. Then I'll play my energy channel, and I'll put a token on it. Apologies if everything isn't visible. I'm going to do my best. All right, I'm going to hold my double resource, so I'll put on top of my deck, and she is going to punch for 2 to bring him down to 8. We've got some chatters here. Yeah, so one of the things, actually, I should mention that, Brown-based, talking about that. So this altogether is called a pod, these 4 tables. And the suggestion is that you have no more than 4 tables. So if you're playing with, each of these could be groups of 4. So that could be 16 players. Once you get beyond that, it's suggested that you have different pods. So these pods are interacting, right? And another pod can interact. This is still be the number of groups that are playing, but they're just the ones interacting with each other so that they can effectively communicate. Because communicating to people who might be literally 7 tables over is very tricky. So that's something that you are able to do. Oh, sorry, Hope can also punch for 2. Almost missed it. All right, here we go. Jubilation Lee. Ooh, we got some doubles. All right, so we're going to spend a double to put down Moira. We're going to spend a double to put down X-Mansion. We're going to play Mutant Education. We have nothing to shuffle back in. But we are also going to go find... Technically, I did these out of order. We're going to do the shopping spree. We play Mutant Education. It shuffles nothing back in, but we get to draw a Firecracker. All right, so now we have options. We could flip up and stun him. Or we could start clearing threat off of this one. Which would I prefer? Let's flip up and stun him because we're trying to get the game moving. All right, so we will flip, use Moira, draw a card. Ooh, that's my own technique. All right, we're going to switch. So we'll use Jubilee and the Genius to play the Hone technique. And now he's not stunned. We'll hold Firecracker. That should be all set. All right, coming down here to Jennifer Walters. We are going to spend a self-control for 3 resources to play Hellcat. Ooh, we've got our split personality. We'll flip up. When we do, we deal 2 damage. Do you even lift? Then I am going to spend superhuman strength and energy to play split. I will punch for 3. Then I'll play split personality. There's going to be a lot of sorries. Split personality lets me flip down. Great card. Make sure that you are listening to Winning Hand. They've been talking about that card all month. All right, and then we will spend 4 to play an Avengers Mansion. We will draw a card. Remember, we can't let other people draw cards. And we'll play Live Dangerously. And I may be using different tokens, different times. And she will thwart this for 2. All right, we'll save a Focused Rage. Over here, Shuri, we're going to use a double to play Dr. Sinclair. We're going to use a double to play our... actually, we'll play the Panther Claws. We're going to use the Komoyo Beads to play Night Nurse. Comes in with 3 counters on it. Then we'll exhaust Shuri to go find a card in our deck. So we will go find... actually, we'll find the Stun Gun. It will be perfect. It gets 2 charge counters. We'll flip up and we'll stun Loki. Stunned. Uh-oh, I forgot my cards. All right, no damage on him, but he's stunned. So that's it. So all the groups have played their first round. Now you don't have to wait. In the game, Captain Marvel can boom, 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 boom. She could be a solo player just playing really fast. This might be a group of 3. They're playing kind of slower. The speed doesn't matter. Sure, one group might get more done, but it doesn't matter. They're not trying to make you play at the same pace. So that's a thing that you don't have to worry about as much. Cool. So we'll take them one at a time because that's going to be a little easier for my brain. Obviously, I'll take them one at a time. All right. The human brain cannot multitask. We're going to draw up. We're going to put our cards here for now. Loki is going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. And then this is Loki the Rascal. So after you resolve a boost card during Loki the Rascal's activation, if it's a treachery, deal yourself a face-down encounter card. Deal it to yourself as a face-down encounter card, or spend a resource. All right, so he's going to hit us for 1, 2. We're going to take 2 damage. We're putting that here. It is a treachery, so I either have to take Caught Off Guard, which means I'd have to get rid of this, or I have to get rid of a resource. You know, resources are not much of an issue. We're going to get rid of Get Ready, so we'll be fine. Okay, then Jubilee. Here. 1, 2, 3. What I'm worried about is my cards go off the edge of the table. That's when all hell breaks loose. All right, so this is Loki the Miscreant. He attacks for 2. After you resolve a treachery, place 1 threat on the main scheme and 1 threat on a side scheme. They do all have 15 health, so you don't have to worry about that. So we're adding 1 threat to the main. Then he is... Oh, wait, we didn't do our encounter card over here. So then our encounter card is Zax. He is out. When revealed, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Take a damage for each printed lightning. That sounds bad. That's 2. We'll just take it. Captain Marvel has lots of health. Okay, then over here, we are getting attacked for 2. Oh, and I know my plan is to put the discard pile on the bottom face up. All right, so he is going to attack her for 5. Yikes, Jubilee. All right, so she gets hit for 5, and then we are going to draw Stories and Lies, swap the avatar of Loki with a random one, then he's going to scheme or attack. All right, so random is going to be, we'll set this one aside, we're going to shuffle all these, and we are going to end up with Loki the Wretch. So he's going to attack me for +1. Yikes. Okay, so he's going to attack me for 2. I will defend 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 2, so I take 3. I'm almost dead. And then when Loki activates against you, discard the top card in counter deck. If a treachery was discarded this way, he gets +1. It was not. I think it technically should have been the other card, but we're going to keep going with it. Ouch. Careful, Jubilee. But again, she can die. I reset to 1 health, and I just add 1 here, so it gives you a little bit of leeway. All right, we resolved that. We also resolved that there, so we need 1 and 1 from the previous Loki. Thank you. Thank you, Spee. I thought it'd be fun. I like doing crazy stunts like this, as everybody knows, so let's see how this goes. And like I said, I hope it's fun for people who maybe won't get a chance to do this, to be able to see Loki. I'll try to show him off a couple times on the channel. I think that's part of the joy. Oh, I get a +2 hand size over here because I have lived dangerously. All right, so now we are adding a threat. There's also an acceleration, but I will object, so we only add 1. He's then going to scheme against me for 2. After you resolve a treachery, deal 1 damage to your identity and 1 damage to an ally you control. All right, it's a 3, so apparently the whole decks are full of 3s. So he's going to scheme for 5, and it has an amplify, so that's 6. So this is going to 7. My goodness. And then we get 2 encounter cards. So first one is going to be Puppet Master, which is not good. And the second one is going to be an advance, so he's going to scheme out on me. So he's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. So this will pop. I also have to take a damage, and an ally I control has to take a damage. Man. Not cool. All right, so this will pop. When this scheme would be completed, remove all threat from here and place 1 threat on Worlds Collide instead. All right, there we go. 1 threat goes there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to use Carnage tokens from the Con of Heroes. All right, so we've lost our way a little bit there. We should be set, though. We have a big setup there. All right, draw 5 here. Okay, nothing defensive, so we're adding 1 threat to the main, and then Loki the Wretch is attacking, but he's stunned. When Loki the Wretch activates, he did not, so we're going to draw an encounter card, which is Absorbing Man, or as Steve likes to call him, Absorbing Clown. So now we go back to the beginning. We're not in any player order, so nothing says that I have to play Jubilee. We're not changing player order, because these are 4 individual pods. I probably over-explained at this point, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay, I have a Cosmic Flight, which would be nice to get down. We should just take that Zax out, I think. I can almost play all this stuff. Maybe we should just go at Loki. Okay. I don't remember what he does. So let's just have all 3 of them attack here. We'll defeat Zax, who will be removed from play, and then we'll get this Zax. After he enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a card with a lightning and add it to your hand. Come on. Seriously? All right, there's Mutant Mayhem. Perfect. All right. We will take the Mutant Mayhem. So Zax comes into play. They each get another counter. And then we will use... what are we going to use? We're going to rotate Cosmic Flight. So we heal 1 and draw a card off of her ability, her rechannel ability. Then we will spend these 3 to play Mutant Mayhem. So Mutant Mayhem lets us put an X-Force and an X-Men back in our hand and play them for free. So we'll play Beast and Hope. When we do that, we get to search our discard pile for a resource and our deck. These are all decks I think I've played before. Jubilee I played just the other night. Shuri I don't think I have played yet. I played this on camera, and this has been played a bunch both by Brian and I. I love this one a lot. I'm probably going to get the energy channel. Makes the most sense here. And the triple. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I will play the Photonic Blast to deal him 5 damage. He goes to 1. I draw a card. It is my helmet. I'm going to put triple on there. I'm going to have Zax punch him for 1. So he is out. All right, so when we defeat Loki, we put 5 shatter counters on here. So we're going to find shatter counters, which really are just damage counters, but there's just a reason for doing that. And flip this card instead. All right, so now Shatter the Illusion is the card that we're going to do, which I believe I have down here. I meant to get that out. And we'll talk through defeating your Loki, because maybe you're like me and you'll defeat a Loki on round 2. All right, so Shatter the Illusion says, remove each shatter counter from Fading Figment and deal that damage to God of Lies, equal. So 5 shatter counters turn into 5 damage on Loki, so he's down to 75. Look at that. Quick game. Then we're going to swap this one with a new one. Pretty sure the intent is to find a different one, not the same one again. And then he's going to go back to 15. So we are going to get Loki the Wretch, and we're going to get an encounter card. He goes to 15. And that's how that works, just so you know. I don't think I'm going to leave it in play. But you just read through that card, it tells you what to do. It's just really they're putting it in a different place. All right, we're going to go ahead and deal him 4 damage. So he's down to 11. So yeah, we could defeat Loki again. What is in my hand? My helmet. I don't care about that. I will flip down to Alter Ego. We'll keep the 3 on this. So that's at 4. And I'll draw a card to see what I can do. Oh, it's a Get Ready. So I will play the Get Ready on Beast, and he'll get ready and bring him down to 9. I'm not going to worry about threat. Well, let's get damage rolling. All right, and I'm just going to pitch my helmet. I don't think I care. Okay, so now we're going to come... Actually, we're going to finish this turn so that I could do them one at a time and see how it goes. Thanks, Brombe. Thanks, everybody, for joining and saying hello and whatnot. This is a fun thing to do. So thanks for joining me. I hope my sound is good. I'm using this because when I did a video the last time, my microphone was crackling here, so I have to order a new one. So let me know that the sound is okay. All right, so we're going to ready up here. We're going to resolve this before moving on. I think that might be easier for my brain. Although it's fun to play all the hero turns at once. All right, so we are going to... We get 6 cards. We don't have anything defensive. He's going to add 1 threat, and then he's going to scheme for 1. When he activates, discard a top card in counter deck. It is the Trickster Tango. That doesn't happen. So then he's going to scheme for 1, 2. And this will go up to 4. Now we've got 2 encounter cards to resolve because we defeated him this turn. This one's going to be the Puppet Master. I have no idea what I'm going to do for space. We're just going to have fun. All right, so Puppet Master comes out. If you know me, you know I love chaos, so this is enjoyable for me. I think it's other people's nightmare. Oh no, Stories and Lies. So we're going to swap him, and then he's going to activate. All right, so who are we going to? We're going to try to do it like this. Sound is fine, thanks. All right, Loki the Rascal is coming out. So Loki the Rascal is going to attack me. Oh, it's only +1 in expert mode. Good to notice. All right, so this shouldn't. So he's just going to attack me for 1 after you resolve a boost card. So you have to spend a resource. All right, so he's going to hit me for 3. Didn't I have damage? Did I throw it away? I think so. So I should have 6. My bad, everybody. All right, and then I either have to give myself Shadow of the Past or get rid of a resource. Guess what, everybody? Even though I have the easiest kit in the game, I'm going to get rid of Crisis Interdiction. Okay, that one is resolved. Let's go over to Jubilee, who is not doing well. Come on, Jubilee. All right. I do have a full body charge if I want to just throw down. This would be 8, 12... Yeah, I could just defeat my Loki in one go. So let's do that. All right, so we are going to spend all 4 for a full body charge, including a mental. So this is going to deal 8 damage per kill. And then it's going to deal a further 4. So this is going to deal 12 damage. Oh, I don't get the plus because I don't have the other. But that's fine. So we will deal 12 damage to him. He's down to 3. I'm going to flip down and heal 1 with the Mansion. And that is my turn. I'll ready up. And draw my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I stopped counting, but that's good. All right. Yeah, Jubilee's having a tough day, huh? All right. So then he is going to activate. I discard. It is not a treachery. So he's scheming against me for 1, 2. And then my encounter card is going to be Whirlwind. Wow, we're getting a lot of those out. It's good to see. All right, so this will go to 4. Jubilee is done. Over here, I've got to take my turn, huh? All right, I got this. I have a self-preservation. If I can try to heal myself. Focused Rage. I got a lot of Focused Rage. All right, so that one's going to be smart. Can we live with that for the turn? I think we can. Hellcat cannot get rid of this. Allies cannot thwart the scheme. But this can. All right, I don't think I need to... Oh, look, I got a Mansion draw. Yay. Wow. All right, I will flip, deal him 2 damage. He's down to 8. I'm going to spend 1. I think I'll use my Def Focus. I'm not going to try to build here. I got this. So every symbol is in play. Oh, should I bring Hellcat back to my hand and put her out first? No, I'm fine. All right, deal 3 damage to an enemy. He's down to 5. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'll clear the Puppet Master. Ready an ally I control and draw a card. All right, Negasonic. We've got some 1-2 punches here. We've got some Focused Rage. Maybe Negasonic is fun. Let's use a double to play my stick-to-itiveness. I think we should just get the damage. So 3 here brings him to 2. Then we will play Negasonic. She can punch for 2 to defeat him. So we defeat him. It's going to be 5 shatter towns for now. So he's down to 70. We're going to draw a new one, which is going to be Loki the Miscreant. We're going to reset his health dial and get an encounter card. That was the Shatter the Illusion. There's no tokens, right? Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. I did miss one thing. When I defeated this one... Oh, man. I'm sorry that I can't remember which one it was. I'm going to guess it was... No, it was Rascal. Oh, well. Choose a group in your pod. Place a synergy counter on the United Front. I'm just going to do that one because I forgot which one it was. Apologies for the mistake. I was like, I think you get things. So I'm going to choose somebody to get something for United Front, which is here. So this one lets them spend that counter to gain 2 wild resources. We're going to give that to Jubilee. She's having a tough day. All right, so then we just defeated the C one. So we're going to give somebody Domineering Force. I'm going to use these ones instead. So Domineering Force is the one that says a friendly character deal 4 additional damage. Oh, you haven't dealt any damage yet here, Sherry, so we're going to give that one to you. All right, then we will use our Focus Rage to play our Limitless Stamina to ready and punch the new Loki for 3. I think Hellcat will just go back in my hand after my draw so that I have a +1. Didn't end up using this. All right, so we will ready up. Actually, we could just use Hellcat to block if needed. We're going to draw our hand size of 4. +2 would live dangerously. And we got a bunch of cards. All right, so now Loki the Miscreant will attack me. I got to put a threat on the main. I think I remember that on all these. So and I got to put 2 threat. He's going to attack me for 2, and after you resolve a treachery, place a threat on each of these. Okay. Yeah, he could just hit me. I got a ton of health. So 2, take an indirect damage for each character you control. Oh, that's rude. So we'll put the 3 on Negasonic. So then attacks me for 2, so I take 2 damage. There is a boost, so I take 3. That goes to 5. Then I will get 3 encounter cards. So I'm getting 4 encounter cards. All right. After you resolve a treachery. So Assault, he's going to attack me again. I'm just going to cancel that one and kill Negasonic. Might not be the best one, but we'll go with it. All right, a Draugr buddy is 2. When defeated, he might come back, and he has guard. Gang up. Oh, that's worse. All right, so he's going to attack me here. I haven't fully resolved that one yet, so I'm going to let him hit Hellcat. Place a threat in the main scheme for each character you control. So I have 2, so this will go to 3. He hits Hellcat with the boost. She's out. Okay, now I resolved a treachery, so a threat goes on each of these. All right, and Lofty Goals. Place 2 shatter counters on him when I get rid of this. So this has 5 on it. All right, that is set. Over here, Shuri. Shuri, we could face our past if we want to, which is pretty good with this hand. All right, so Shuri is going to attack here for 1. Use the Domineering Force to give it +4, so I'll deal 5 damage to Absorbing Man, and then I'm going to trigger this for +2. Absorbing Man is out, and I'm going to get Absorbing Man. So now he can remove threat when he punches, so we'll have him do exactly that. He's going to remove a threat here, take a damage, and deal a damage here. Hey, first blood. All right, then I will face my past. Where did I put those cards? Here. So when I face the past with Shuri, I'm going to ready her and put Claw into play, I think. Yes. I wasn't sure if it was both of them. So then I draw 3 cards, and I can't deal damage to the villain. Okay, so now we have no damage on us, so we can get down some cards. Look at all these. Should we just get to T'Challa? It's maybe the easiest way to go about doing this. Or the force field generator. Can I do both? Alright, let's just go 4 for T'Challa. He is going to punch for 2. And then I can resolve one of these, so it'll be 2 more. And then Shuri will punch, resolve 2 more, so Claw is dead. Why do I have no cards? Have I been putting them sideways? Did I skip her turn? There was a 1 on there. I'm not sure. I must have put him underneath instead. Oh, she got that, and he was stunned. Got it. I remember now. Okay. So he'll take a damage here. Yeah, then what can I do with what I saved? I had too much expensive stuff, huh? All right. I like the damage on those, but this was kind of a bad plan. So all I'm going to do is swap these two, Okoye and that, for the Genius, so I have that in my hand, and I'll just stay up and keep these. All right. We are going to draw our cards. Ready up here. Add 1 threat. Loki the Wretch. Discard the top card. Not a treachery. Then he is going to attack me for 1. I will just take 1, 2, 3, 4. Because all we have are 3s. Alright, so I take 4 damage. And then my encounter card is Dark Arts. In Expert mode, it gains Insight 1. We're not playing Expert here. Which I do love Expert, but it was going to be more time. Search the discard pile for a minion and reveal it. Otherwise, place 3 threat on the main scheme. Oof. Is Laffy our only option? Or Claw? Well, we're going to play Claw. Alright, there we go. We are set with that one. We'll come back up here to Captain Marvel. Poor Jubilee, she's having a rough day. Alright, Captain Marvel will draw a card. I had to discard a card, so this is correct. Had a moment. Then I am going to flip to hero form. Oop, that should be 6 damage. I don't really have anything to cycle, huh? So Hope Summers will thwart the main. Actually, Zax will just thwart the main for 3. He takes 2 damage doing that, but that's fine. There goes our first thing on the ground. Hope will punch for 2. I will pop this energy channel, which will defeat Loki. There are no extra shatter counters, so it's just 5 damage. So that brings him down to 65. Oops, 20s have 50s. Counters are going to be the slowest part of the game. Are there no other files? All right, She-Hulk. All right, so we're down to 65. So 13 more kills. Maximum. She's going to take a damage. That's not going to matter. He's reset. We gain this. We get a counter on Unified Front. Max 1 per player, so I can't give another one to Jubilee. Who would benefit from 2 resources right now? I'm going to go ahead and give it to Shuri. Alright, so Unified Front is this one. Got it. Okay, now we've got a bunch of stuff here. But Mutant Mayhem, I'm going to pick her up in a second, so I'm not worrying about that. We'll get rid of M. We're going to play these 3 for Mutant Mayhem. We're going to pick up Beast and Hope, put them back down. Healed. We're going to get a triple resource. And I actually don't think we have a superpower card in here. No. Oh, we do. We have Cosmic Flight. Alright, we got a lot of triple resources. So we'll deal our Loki 5 damage. And draw a card. It's Cable. We're going to thwart for 2 off of the Puppet Master. That's my encounter card. I did that correctly. Ooh, lots of things to track. Who's crazy enough to do this, man? Alright, then we can cycle Cosmic Flight to heal 1, so let's do that. Which is, I like the damage prevention. We'll draw an effective leadership. So I guess that actually makes Cable a little bit better here. So we'll, oh yeah, no, because he doesn't count towards, yeah, our ally limit. So we'll play Cable, who can now come in and punch for 4. And 2 and 2 will bring us down to 2. All right, well, she's having a field day. All right, ready up. Draw up. We're going to shuffle and get an encounter card. We're doing okay. We're 3/16 of the way there, for those of you counting at home. Thank you for joining me. I'm playing a single pod. So this would be a one pod that could play up to 4 games. You can really do whatever you want. If you want to have more than that, like if you've got 5 groups, you may want to make it a pod. You just need a good way for them to communicate amongst each other when these things happen. Technically, you can just go up to somebody, but it's going to be hectic in a busy room. So that's kind of the reason that exists. All right, he's adding 1. After I resolve a treachery, place a threat on the main scheme and a threat on the side. I might have missed that here. Oh, I did it one time. I can't go back. That's one of the things. All right, it's going to hit me. I have 12 health. I could take the 2. Whatever. I'll just let Zax take it. Take an indirect damage for each character you control. Wow. Okay. So I guess I'm taking 4. Do I have another mutant mayhem? No, but I do have a mission planning. All right, so I'll give each of them 1. I'll take 2, and then Zax gets hit by the thing and goes out of play because those allies have victory. So do note that. What is this card? Oh, this is it. All right, and now we got 3 encounter cards to deal with. First one is Gang Up. He's attacking me again, and that will resolve a treachery. All right, we'll let Cable take it. Place a threat of the main scheme for each character you control. Yikes. All right, so that's going to put 4, and then I've got to put a 5th one on there. Because of resolving this, there's no side scheme. Cable is out. Then I get Advance. Look at that. So he's going to scheme for 1, 2. That'll be enough to pop it. So this will pop. Add another one here. Then after we resolve it, we have to add a threat. And last is Love Triangle. So Hope cannot attack the villain or defend against the villain's attacks. Yikes. Yeah, it's hard to know where to tell you to even look. But I'm playing in quadrants, so we're over here now. Maybe I should wave my hand as to where I'm going to be. All right, we have a bunch of stuff here that's not amazing for me. Luckily, I have the X Mansion to heal. I guess our main focus has to be to get Whirlwind down. So I've got the fire. Oh, I've got the full body charge. Could play that to go through with damage. Might be an okay way to do this. Yeah, it's a little boring, I guess, but it works. So I'm going to heal myself for 3. Though it might be Whirlwind. Absorbing Man's the one who exhausts a support. So I actually should have done +1. It doesn't matter. All right. Got these 2 confused. All right, we're not worrying about mistakes. So then we're going to flip up. We're going to trigger Moira. We're going to draw a card. Ooh, can I actually get that down? 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Nope. All right. So not very exciting here. But we will use the Mansion, Wolverine, the X-Jet, and the Blinding Flash to play full body charge. So that's going to deal 8, 12 damage. It's going to be overkill, so 6 here, and the other will go here. Oh, we can get the thing down because we have the United Front. Let me just back up briefly. So 1, 2, and Avengers Mansion. Blinding Flash makes 3 to put the X-Jet down. We'll put Wolverine back in our hand. And then we can pay 1, 2, 3, 4. And at least have the X-Jet out. Okay. So Whirlwind is defeated. Goes to this pile up here. I get Whirlwind. My Loki is dead. Loki the Wretch is going to add 1 to the Feigned Retreat. When an enemy would take any amount of damage, prevent 4 of that damage. You're the most hurt, so we're going to put it on her. I wish I could put it on myself. All right, 5 more damage, so he's down to 60. Hey, look at that, quarter of the way there. And now we have Loki the Rascal. Add this here. Whirlwind can punch him for 1. So he's down to 14, and Whirlwind pulls a threat off the main. All right, we'll ready him up. The treacheries are what's doing me in. All right, Loki the Rascal is if I resolve a treachery resource or a boost card. Okay. I will just defend. So he's going to hit me for 1, 2. I take no damage, and then 2 encounter cards. First one is his Scepter. He gains Stalwart, and treacheries cannot be canceled. After you resolve a treachery, spend 2 resources to get rid of it. Wow, that is terrible for her. She's definitely having the bad day. And Puppet Master, we might be able to deal with. I just cannot thwart this scheme, but I could still use him. Okay, well, we got options. All right, we're coming down here now. She-Hulk. The old 6-hander. I had to get rid of that. Live Dangerously. We lost that main scheme once. We'll draw off a mansion. Nice part about playing solo games, you never have to ask who wants this card. We're going to use Legal Practice, everybody's favorite She-Hulk card. Actually, do we want to put Nick out first? Or Bob. I think Nick is better. All right, so we'll spend these 4 to play Nick Fury. We're going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll use Legal Practice. Sorry, Nick has to do something first. Wow, do we want to just keep this Live Dangerously? Yeah, let's work on this Lofty Goals. Then we'll play I've Got This, deal 3 damage to an enemy. I guess we'll, when defeated, discard top kind counter deck, and he's dead. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, and ready an ally and draw a card. I should know what that does. All right. So I'm going to not ground them. I'm going to thwart for 1 off the Lofty Goals. When this goes away, we get 2 shattered counters. The real truth is it's the cleaning up of all this and being ready to run it Sunday that's going to be the trickiest. All right. Boy, I love my Live Dangerously. But I don't know when to quit sometimes. I am going to use a 1-2 punch to ready myself with Stick-to-itiveness. I'm going to punch for 3. Then I will use a 1-2 punch to ready again. I'm going to have Nick thwart this for 2. So it's down to 3. I'll play Get Ragey, ready him. He gets +1 attack. But I think I'll just have him thwart the main down to 1. I will then flip and heal myself to full. Let's see how that goes. And Nick is out because I used him 3 times. All right. We're doing it. Oh no, we got another card, huh? So we're gonna draw till we have 8 cards. Bad ideas, Brett. Bad ideas. Yeah, cleaning these all up. I hope I have them in piles. I'll have to do a little card count, but that's okay. All in a day's work, right, folks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we are adding 2 threat to the main scheme, but I will object. He is scheming for 1, 2, 3. So this will go to 4. So this will go to 6. I might lose this one again. And then I have to draw 2 encounter cards. And treacheries add threat. Okay, Grendel, no biggie. New Jotunheim, when defeated, and Stories and Lies. There's the bad one. All right. So New Jotunheim has 6 on it. All right, swap Lokis. I guess actually I wouldn't trigger this because I'm resolving it. He's not there. All right, and Loki the Knave will scheme, but of course he will. All right, so he's going to scheme for 2, 3. So this will pop again. Not good, She-Hulk. I believe I finished resolving that now, so I have to deal a damage to myself. So I take 1. These should all be readied. All right, coming back to you. Okay, Shuri here. We've got Claw in play. No biggie. I can gain damage here. Absorbing Man can exhaust one of these to deal with stuff. All right, so we'll play Elephant's Trunk. T'Challa can punch here for 2. And then Absorbing Man can punch for 3. He should have 2 on him. Sorry, he punches for 2, 3, 4, and then he'll punch for 3, so that'll defeat Claw. So he's out. Absorbing Man is gone. He goes to 2. I can flip to heal. I don't need to heal because I have all this stuff. I should have too much on that front, huh? So I'll thwart the 2 and then deal 2 damage. I got 2 more resources here, huh? I'll flip. I'll use a repurpose to play Queen Ramonda, who can then heal me back to full. I've got a double resource. I can use Elephant's Trunk to draw a card. Nothing I can play. So I'll hold these 2. I've got extra resources here. All right, ready up. I'm in this quadrant now. Sorry, everybody. And we'll draw. Really, it's just a matter of getting some of these things that give everybody bonus. Oh, he's got 2 counters on him. Don't miss that, Brent. I don't know where I put them. Because now when he gets defeated, it's 7 damage, and it'll add up a little bit. So it's very much reminiscent of Magog in that you can gain bonus counters to do things. All right, 1 goes here. He's scheming. When he activates, discard. It is a treachery. So he's scheming for 2, 3, 4. And then my 1 encounter card is Dirty Trick. And Dirty Trick is remove a shatter counter from him and take 2 damage. Alright, so I take 2. No biggie. Back to Captain Marvel. She was doing some butt kicking. Alpha Flight, mission planning. Alright, Crisis Interdiction is going to cycle, heal us for 1, draw a card. I'm guessing I had to get rid of a resource because it was Shadow of the Past or something. Oh, I'm in here for. Never mind. I will play my mission planning so they don't take damage. So she can only thwart because she can't block or defend. Beast will attack for 2. Defeat Loki the Miscreant, who will add 1 to Mounting Resistance, which is when you thwart, remove 4 additional. Given the state of things, I'd probably just have to give up on this, right? It's the big part. Oh, did I resolve? Stories and Lies. Oh no, it was a damage. Okay. Who should I give more threat removal to? I guess I'm going to give it to Shuri. All right, and then we are going to get. Oops, I put it this way. Loki the Wretch with 15. And get an encounter card. I'll use this mission planning. Oh, I have a call for backup. That's the card that I have. Alpha Flight. I might be able to play Professor X. I'll flip. I guess I'll heal because I can at this moment. I will draw a card. Oof. Do I cycle Professor? Do I cycle nothing? I'll cycle nothing. I'll just hold Professor in this. It'll be fine. All right, ready up. Draw. It was going to be more doubles. I could have played him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, he's adding 1 to the main. This is the one where I discard. It is a treachery, so he's scheming for 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Why? Over and over. All right, and then 2 cards. Advance. So he's going to scheme, not for +1, for 1. Oh, it's a 0. Wow. 1 in a million, Doc. And New Jotunheim has 6. Place 3 shatter counters when that's gone. All right, so we got to start clearing those. All right, she's set. Over here to Jubilee, who defended last turn. Dealt buckets of damage. Okay. So we've got this Flash of Light, which I think needs to be the play. Get the coat down. All right, so Flash of Light with 2 different resources. Oh, man. Did I resolve a treachery? So I can get rid of 3 threat. Do I just need to get rid of this? I do. I guess Whirlwind punches for 2 first. Then I'll clear these. I don't have anything with Jubilee there now, huh? Is he going to scheme out, maybe? All right, we will flip down. We will Mansion to heal ourselves for 1. And then we've got 2 of these. We have not seen her double resources. 2 Mutant Educations. So we are going to put... What are we putting back in? Man, we just don't have our doubles. So we're just going to put these events back in. Do we want Wolverine? I think damage is the thing we're missing. All right, we'll shuffle these back in. Technically 2 draw, 2 draw. We're going to draw it into the fray, and then these 2 get shuffled in. And we're going to draw Spoiling for the Fight. Boy. Just nothing we need. So we'll spend those to put the coat down, and that one might scheme out. So we're actually getting pretty close here. All right, flip these up. He's got 2. Draw up our 6. 1 to the main. With all the doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hopefully we'll have some card draws. I'm like waiting for all those. Stuck together. All right, 1. This is after you resolve a boost card if it's a treachery. Okay. If it's an attack, gains overkill. It's not, so it's only for 2. So this goes to 6. And then our card is Titania. All right, down here to She-Hulk. We're going to draw a card. My mom is texting me, but I'm ignoring. All right, we only have 1 damage on, so no Slamma Gamma. We want to get rid of this thing. Yeah, it stinks that this ended up over here, huh? So we do have Hellcat. We can kill this Grendel. Got all the stuff we could do. All right, what do we have here? So I don't think I need to do anything in Alter Ego. I will flip, deal 2 damage to Grendel. Mr. Grendel, yeah. Then we will superhuman strength with self-confidence. We're going to punch out Grendel. When we do that, we get 3 more shatter counters. So this will go to 5 shatter counters. We're going to cross the streams. I'm going to decide on a 1-2 punch. I will with my ground stomp. This is... Oh, I defeated him, so this stays out. Hey, look at that. I wasn't even trying to do that. If I play rock, paper, scissors, I won't be able to play Hellcat. And I think Hellcat is the most important right now. Well, now can we survive Live Dangerous? Oh, man. I've been removing threat from here, haven't I? Sorry, buddy. I've been... Well, maybe I haven't. Oh, didn't I with Nick Fury? Sorry about that, everybody. Well, anyway, mistakes are going to get made. So I'll play Hellcat. Only to be fair, I'll remove this. It's a while ago, but we're going to say lovey. I promised there would be mistakes, and thus there are. And then I can use... then I can punch for 5. Then I can use rock, paper, scissors to ready and punch for 3. My bad, I didn't do that on purpose. Alright, this is out. We're just going to move this pile down here. Obviously, I know that I can't do that. I wasn't attempting to. Okay, but I was clearing threat from here, which is a total no-no. Alright, She-Hulk is going to ready up. He's going to add 2 threat, no objecting. +4. So, what does this one say? It's fun how the 4-player mat is clearly inadequate. Yeah. Oh, is this called the 4-player mat? That's really funny. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah. It's cool. Cool story, right? Alright, we have a split personality, so that will be good. He is stunned, so he's not attacking me. And then I just draw a single encounter card. What is this? Search for a minion and reveal it. I think we'll play Grendel and get shatter counters. Also, it's guard. I've been screwing that up. Okay. Over here, sure, it's kind of fun. It's like, what was I thinking about? Dora Milaje is free. Do this Clone Strike. I got free resources. I got all sorts of things. All right. Can I ready? Yeah, repurpose. I will exhaust and get something. I'll get my vibranium suit, excuse me. I'm going to exhaust Elephant's Trunk and these 2 to be able to draw 3 cards. This is your turn, Sherry. This is your turn. All right. Then I am going to... I'm going to play Claude Strike. Which will deal 4 damage and then resolve one of these. So 4 and 2 is 6. I will use this to play Spider Bite. Put this down here too so I don't get confused. When a friendly character thwarts, so I'm going to thwart with Spider Bite for +4, get rid of all this. Okay, T'Challa can punch, but maybe afterward. Also got those resources. So I'll use 1 repurpose to play Superpower Training. Put 3 on it. Then I will repurpose my suit to ready, give myself plus. Don't quite get there, do I? I give myself +2. I'll thwart this, get rid of Superpower Training. When I do that, I can put something into play. So I'll put my suit into play. And then deal 2 damage. And then I'll have T'Challa punch for 2 and deal 2. And I will defeat this Loki. Okay. This Loki, the Wretch, is done. So somebody gets a Feigned Retreat. Feigned Retreat is the one that prevents damage. You're just having a bad day. We get an extra encounter card. Did I forget that here? I didn't defeat him. Okay. Then we are going to move to Loki the Rascal. He's got 15. We'll hold this. We'll Night Nurse to heal 1. Ready them all up. I did do this. I didn't do the resources. Alright, we get 5. We add 1 to the main. He's not stunned if it's a treachery. We are resolving a treachery. So he's hitting me for 3. And then I have to either take this or get rid of a resource. Well, I will get rid of On the Prowl. And I also have to take 3 damage. Ooh, I'm getting tired. Alright, here we go. Whirlwind and Trickster Tango. With 4 on it. Done. Alright, up here, Captain Marvel. Yeah. I don't mind making mistakes. That one felt like a little bit bigger. Like I was trying to have fun with Live Dangerously, and I had too much fun. Sorry for the drinking. My microphone is right next to me there. All right. Too much fun, everybody. I apologize for too much fun. All right, draw a card. I realized what I said. I was dumb. We'll cycle Crisis Interdiction with Alpha Flight Station to draw 2 more cards. We will flip. We do not have a Mutant Mayhem. So, we have options. Let's start by Photonic Blasting him for 5 and draw a card. Hey. Ask and ye shall receive. We're going to spend, So we will do the Mutant Mayhem to play them again. This love triangle will go away. Snap out of it. Hope we're not in a love triangle anymore. All right, and then we get to search here for a superpower card. And we'll take Cosmic Flight just in case. And do I have a triple, or are they both in my hand? And we'll take a triple. All right, we're actually going to put down the energy channel. 3 and 2 is 10. Before we pop the 10, we're all going to thwart New Jotunheim. Place 3 shatter counters on the villain. Choose a group in your pod. They place a synergy counter on Feigned Retreat. Oh, did I miss something on him? Nope. All right. So I get 3 shatter counters. We're starting to pick this up. And then somebody else gets Feigned Retreat, which is damage prevention. Oh, man. Counters are flying now. Then we'll pop this for 10 damage. I just put the tokens on there. So he takes 10. So that's going to be 5 more. So that's 8. So this Loki's going to go down to 52. When he gets to 40, I have to remember to flip him. Then somebody is going to get one on Feigned Retreat. All right. So y'all are protected. Take all the damage you want. Maybe that tells me to stay in hero form more, which I'm not good at doing. And get an encounter card. And then I'll play my Cosmic Flight with these two. Excuse me. Ooh, that was kind of dumb. Because that's going to pop, isn't it? I did what I did. All right. So we add 1 to this, and it pops, which is going to give us another counter. We're going to start putting something else on here. These little tokens. That's at 4. All right, ready up. He is attacking me. He places threat. Okay, so he will attack me for 5. I'll prevent 3, so I only take 2. Oh, I have a Feigned Retreat. Look at that. Me as well. Cool. So I'll prevent 4, so I only take 1. And then I got 2 encounter cards after Resolve a Treachery. Oh, Mangog. So he's going to come in with 40 health. And Stories and Lies. So we're switching Lokis. And it's going to be this one, which is going to be really bad. So Loki the Knave is going to scheme against me. So 2, 3, 4. And then I have to deal a damage to myself and to an ally. 4 threat on the main. All right, so Mangog comes in with 10 players per group. Careful when I say pod. Anybody can attack it. So we got to deal 40 damage here, and then we all get a huge bonus. So that's what we're going to now make our focus. We need to deal 40 damage here. This is your time, Jubilee! Okay, and we have Titania there, huh? Let's see what we can do. Oh, you know what, actually? This would have pulled 1 and dealt another damage. I just realized I could still pull off of there with him. All right, Jubilee, what do we got? We're going to heal 1. We're going to flip up. We're going to draw a card. It is a Martial Prowess. Pretty sure we can play that with all these resources. What are we doing to ourselves? Okay. So Whirlwind will pull 2 threat and punch for 2 here on Mangog. Whirlwind is out, so it goes back here to this pile. This should be at 5. Jubilee is flipped, so I have that resource. Then I have Firecracker and Into the Fray, so we're going to play them. Alright, so Firecracker, I could put on my Loki, but honestly, I just don't care. I could put on my Titania. could defeat her. I can thwart for 2. Oh, better yet. I'll have him do that, and then she'll exhaust for shopping spree. And then after shopping spree, I can go get my sunglasses. So I will be exhausted, but I have my sunglasses. Okay. Then I have 1, 2. I've got so many resources. So 2. Yeah. This probably be the most helpful. All right, I'll spend 2 on Firecracker, and then I will deal 2 damage to Mangog and 4 damage to Titania, and then stun her. I'm going to deal the 2 from this, and then I'm going to Into the Fray, and I'm going to defeat Titania, so it's going to deal 9. So 4, and then clear 5 threat off the main. She's out. Titania's out, and I get this Titania up here. This Titania will come in and punch for 3 over here. And that's 7 damage. Just 2. Alright, ready him up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I still have a damage that I got rid of. Alright, Loki. This one is after I resolve a boost. So he's going to attack me for 2. Threat on the main. 3, 4, 5. I'll use the Feigned Retreat. If it's a treachery, it's not a treachery. Okay. So I take 1 damage. And then I draw here. And I get a Draugr buddy. Alright, cool. We could break our turn order a little bit to defeat Mangog. We'll see how it goes with all that. Alright, I have a split personality. I could punch. I've got Hellcat. I've got Grendel. All sorts of interesting things going on here, huh? Alright, so She-Hulk is going to punch Mangog for 3, bringing him to 10. I don't remember what he does, so I'm going to defeat him, and then I'm going to read what it does. We're going to wait on the Avengers Mansion, because we're going to spend these 3. For split personality, flip down, draw 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not amazing. Okay. We will draw with our Avengers Mansion. Oh, there's Nick. Okay. So these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 will play Nick. Nick will draw me 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll flip up. I'll deal 2 damage to Mangog. Then I'm not going to worry about that for now. We're not going to worry about that for now. We'll use Legal Practice to ready with Stick-to-Itiveness. I got this. It's going to remove 2 threat. Not amazing. We're just going to keep punching him, or should we punch here? I think that's what we should do. We'll thwart. Now we'll save this for next turn. We'll punch for 2 here on Mangog with Nick. Then we're going to play Get Ragey to ready him. And punch for 3 on Grendel. And I'll punch for 3. Taking out Grendel. So that puts 3 more shatter counters here for 8. So this one's going to remove a whole bunch, which is good. Then I have healing factor. I don't care. I can play 1/2 punch right now. That sounds good. I'll ready up. I'll punch for 3 more, and I'll put down my superhuman law division. Hellcat can thwart this for 2, so we can get to go away next turn. Nick has 2 on him, but I'm just going to use them to block. 3 more here. Brings him to 17. Alright, so we got him halfway down. Nick is going to be my blocker. This will go up to 4. I did not defeat him. Oh, I also have the Feigned Retreat. That's funny. Alright, so then he's going to attack. Assault plus 0, so actually only hits Nick for 1. Nick is out. And then we're going to draw Titania. Oh, wait, that's my nemesis. Alright, and then my hand goes here. Okay, Shuri. Oh, wow. We've got Whirlwind, we've got all sorts of things. Alright, and NECA. Oh, actually, we've got these things, huh? So we've got 2 resources here to play. Yeah, 2 resources, but that will play a NECA when she uses a basic power resolve on another one. I can also exhaust this to heal 1 and remove a threat. Okay, so she'll punch here for 2 on Whirlwind. I'll exhaust the Dora Milaje to heal her and remove a threat from here. Oh, do I not have my beads? Got it. I will attack. I'll thwart here for 2. So I guess I'll get rid of the threat on here with a NECA instead. I'll thwart for 2, and then I will just deal 5 damage. I'll get rid of these to kill Whirlwind, who had Quick Strike. After 1 type, you take 1 feet side scheme and play. Okay, so I think I should have 2 more damage from Whirlwind. Then I get Whirlwind. Oh, no. I did this right. Right, that's what I was thinking. I'll save Spider Bites. Then this one can punch for 2 here. Take a damage. I'll heal 1 with the Night Nurse. I'll flip down. I'm going to use the double to play Aja Adana. Shuffle a card back in. My Clawed Strike. Makes the most sense. Oh no. It's search for a card. I'll put my Panther Claws back in. Whew, now I'm getting a little tired. Okay, this got exhausted. This I exhausted. She's going to heal me for 4, and I will draw a card just to see what it is. It's a double. Okay. Heals me for 4. I go back to this. Ready everything up here. Two, 4, 5, 6. Add 1. It's Loki the Rascal. So if this is a treachery, it's not. Schemes for 2. This goes to 3. And we draw. And it's Zax. And Zax doesn't have Quick Strike, but has Retaliate and discard the top 4. Take 2 damage. And I get another encounter card, which is Assault, which is resolved. So I either have to give it to myself as a face-down encounter card or spend a resource. Rough. So would it just be infinite? Oh, a boost card. Okay. So this will... No, so I don't have to worry about that. Ooh, okay. Advance. So he will scheme for 1, 2, 3, and then Shadow the Past. I will spend 1 to get rid of. I will spend the build support. All right, Captain Marvel. Yeah, just my brain is just starting to be like, what? Oh, right, we had damage here. I forgot. All right, Mangog. We gotta take you down, huh? Actually, I don't think I have the damage here to do it. This isn't an amazing turn. Although it'd be so fun to defeat it with M. We'll use Crisis Interdiction to heal for 1, draw a card. Get ready is not good. We could play M just for the damage. I think we should just Photonic Blast, though. So we'll Photonic Blast for 5 and draw a card. So he goes to 22. We'll play the Energy Channel. And then we'll Thwart for 4 to bring this to 0. And I think I just have to take these punches. I don't think I should flip and let that pop. Alright. We're taking some hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no immune mayhem, so we should be okay. Alright, we add 1 threat to the main. He's attacking. I don't want to lose them. So 1, 2. Enters off a treachery. And then each grouping of places 3 shattered counters and 1 synergy counter. Okay. So he's going to hit me for 2, so this goes to 5, and then he'll hit me for 4, and I'll go to 9. So I have 3 health left. Yeah, it's fine. I can use the Cosmic Flight if I have to. Stories and Lies. I better leave it on top. Alright, so we are swapping Lokis to Loki the Rascal, who will attack me not for +1. Instead, it's take 1 indirect damage for each character you control. Alright, so I have to take 3, so I'll get rid of this to block the 3 damage, and then I take the 1 to go to 10. Whew. Okay, that's set. Now we're going here to Jubilee. What do you got, Jubilee? Got 18 damage over there. She could deal 8, 10, 13. 13 looks like about what I could do. So let's do it. Alright, so these 2 will play Firecracker. We'll deal 4 here. And stun. And then we'll deal the residual 2 to the Draugr buddy. Discard, not a treachery, gone. Okay. Then we will Firecracker again for 4. That brings him to 30. Jubilee will thwart this for 1, flip down. Titania for 3. $33. Heal 1 from Jubilee. And I can't get my card back. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting an additional encounter card. Readying all this up. Who knew you could play 4 games at once? Look at 4 times the fun. No, I'm not bored of the game or anything. I'm just, my mind is like, what are we doing? What is our goal? Should we do something different? Titania should only be at 4. Can mostly stay in the moment. I seem to be remembering things as I come back around, which is good. All right. He is adding a threat. He is scheming for 1. It's not a boost card. Take 1 indirect damage for each character you control. So I take 2 damage. He schemes for 1. I take 2. And then we got 2 treacheries. It's only boost cards. Gang Up will surge into Lofi. After character attacks Lofi, okay. And then Caught Off Guard, I have to discard an upgrade or support I control. I'll get rid of my coat. Alright, She-Hulk, what do you got? You got Titania to deal with over here. Got the strength. 1-2 punch. 3-6, we're 1 short. Hellcat. It's funny. Could punch Titania and take her out. I think we'll just get to the heart of the matter. Let's draw a card. Limitless power. Okay. We will punch for 3. We will use Limitless. We'll use 1-2 punch to ready with Stick-to-itiveness. We'll punch for 3. That brings him to 39. We'll use Hellcat 40. Alright, Mangog is defeated. Does go to the victory display. So let's see what Mangog does. Each group in your pod places 3 shatter counters on their avatar Loki and 1 synergy counter on 1 environment of their choice. Hey, that's nice. Three. I should just be using these 3s. Alright, so there's a lot of damage out here now. That's 11. 3, 6, 9. So that's 20. And then he says 5. So 20 and 20 is 40. So he'd be down to 12. So we're getting pretty close. 4 times the fun, the math checks out. Agreed. I do have the limitless stamina. I can punch 1 more time. And I have the feigned retreat. Okay. I'll use my limitless stamina to ready. I will play superhuman strength. Punch here for 5 on Titania and stun. Oh, hold on. We all get a counter. All right, well, we're going to give her +2 resources. We're going to give everybody +2 resources. Huh? That seems good. Is it each other or each pod? Each group. Okay, in your pod. All right, we'll ready up. Stay on this side. We don't have any threat under control there. Titania is also stunned. I'm not going to do it because I'm just going to remember it. All right, this is going to go to 6. I'm going to get punched. Which one is this? After all the treachery. Oh, did I remember? No, I did it correctly. Punches me for 3, so that's 5. And then I get a card, and it is Whirlwind. Man, I feel like I just keep seeing the same things. It's like deja vu all over again. Okay, there we go. Here we go, Sherry. Here we go. We got to hit Zax. We got to... All right, so we're going to exhaust these 3 to draw 3 cards. We are going to spend 2 to play an Ingenuity. We're not even going to spend 2. We're going to spend United Front. Do we need to exhaust ourselves? I don't think so. Flip up Spider Bites and Whirlwind. That's going to be 3 damage here. I'm just going to do it that way for now. Spider Bites is out. Spider Bite, excuse me. That is damage. Then I will. Oh, I don't attack for 2, do I? There should still be 3 here, so I'm going to play on the Prowl. I think I did need to go get a card, huh? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go get my damage one. Play it for free, then flip up. My bad. Then I'll play on the Prowl. That clears this 3 threat. Triggers this to deal 2 damage here. And then a NECA will finish it off. Whirlwind. Did I just do this wrong again? Oh, this is Zach's. Woo! There's my brain. Okay. Zax comes into play, search top 5 for something with a lightning. Energy barrier sounds great. No, we don't need energy barrier, don't be lame. Spider Bite sounds great. Okay, then we'll put down Spider Bites. We'll use Wakanda Forever. We'll hold the double. Okay, there we go. We'll play Wakanda Forever, and we'll trigger all of these. So move a damage, deal 2, and deal 1 to the villain. Move a damage, deal 2, deal 1. Not enough to get him down, so we'll just leave it this way. I go to 2, and Zax. I think you can just hang out, Zax. All right. And I can shuffle a card back in. Wakanda Forever goes back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adding 1 to the main. If it's a treachery, we'll block with Whirlwind. It is a treachery, so I have to either spend a resource. I will spend Ingenuity. It's gone. Grab this. Whirlwind is gone. Oh no. It's awful. Alright, I get 4 doubt counters. That's not good. Okay, back up to Captain Marvel. Whew, we are hurting there, huh? We're going to cycle Kid Omega to heal and draw a card. Ooh, 2 Mutant Mayhems. We are going to... Do we need to Photonic Blast? No. We'll Mutant Mayhem to get the triple back. And search here for a superpower. And we get Cosmic Flight. These 2 come back out. Is that 15? We got the doubles there. Alright, so now we'll Photonic Blast for 5. Draw a card. Mission planning. Do we care? No. So they will both punch for 2 down to 6. We'll play mission planning, pick them back up, put them back out. No superpower, but I get the triple back. We will punch for 2, 4, 6. Take him out. That's going to be 8 damage here, so he's going to go to 44. When he gets below 40... Alright, so these are gone. Oh, we didn't use those doubles. Somebody gets one on unified front. Well, good news. It's you. All right, this goes. These are all there. I get an encounter card. I will flip. Oop, that's the wrong one. He resets to 15. Flip down, draw a card. Gotta go a little quicker. Draw. It's a Spider Woman. Perfect. We will cycle Cosmic Flight to draw 2. Really close. We'll use the triple to play her to confuse him. We will get ready Beast so that he can deal more damage. And Spider-Woman will deal damage as well. Actually, no, we're just going to get ready Spider-Woman, then she's gone. Beast and her have 1. And then I'm going to put 1 token on this. And I played Get Ready. Done. All right, get an extra card. Shuffle. Oh, I could use the Reunified Front for resources on that as well. Okay. 6. These are all readied. He adds 1. He doesn't scheme. He draws Fenris Wolf. Guard Patrol when defeated. Cool. All right, coming over here to Jubilee. She's got counters. She's flipped down. We'll heal 1. I feel like I should have an extra card. I got caught off guard. I must have to spend 1 to cancel something. I got rid of my coat. I don't remember spending the 1. I think I should have an extra card. And so I shall. All right. We will get our scheme out. Shopping spree. We're putting it up there where people might not be able to see it. I'm going to flip up. Moira's going to draw me a card. I get all the threat removals in the world. Okay. Loki. After character attacks, Loki discard top card in counter deck if it's a treachery, stun the attacker. Alright, so 3 from Titania, and Titania is stunned, but also dead. Alright, we're going to play some Nick Fury here. We'll use Forge, Professor X, and 2 Flash of Lights to play Nick Fury. Draw 3. There's a Firecracker. We'll play Firecracker. We'll deal 4. Laufey's out. 3 Shatter counters. Choose a group to gain 1 on Unified Front. You know what? So what we're going to do is just cheat a little bit. We're going to say that Captain Marvel put 2 on here and then gains 1. It's not cheating. Sorry. I say it is cheating, but it'd actually just be they would make the decision to do that first. And 3 Shatter counters. Okay. I played that with all cards. So I could have had 1 more card here. X-Jet. 2 Flash of Light. And Jubilee will play Wolverine. Nick will... We'll deal 5 damage. He's down to 6. I don't think we've dealt any damage. Alright, so 2 here, 1 here. No hone technique. We're good. We'll hold this. Draw 4. Oh, I also have the Unified Front. It's fine. All right, now we got damage for days. All right, he's going to put 1 on here. This is the if you get a treachery. So the 2 go there. 3 here. Nick blocks, not a treachery. Nick is out, and we get the Fenris Wolf. Fenris Wolf goes here. All right, we start killing these. We're going to get Loki down pretty quick, right? 3. So that's me. We got 20. And then how many do we have here? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 17, 20. All right, so we just need 2 more. So we just got to kill one of these wolves and go from there. All right, so let's start dealing some damage. We'll draw a card with She-Hulk. Focused Rage. Have not gotten those out at all, huh? I only need to deal 1, huh? But I got both of these. And nothing to ready me. Man. Alright, well, let's stop fooling around here. Let's take a damage, draw a card. See if it's something that can ready me. My goodness. I can punch one thing once, huh? Alright, well, we'll punch Titania. We'll defeat her. She goes to this pile. And we get Titania, who has piercing and overkill. I will play. I've got this to remove 2 threat from a scheme. And I'm just going to punch out this Loki. Alright, so 5 plus 11 is 16 damage. Alright, so 16, 44 is going to go to 28. So we are now below the threshold that says if Loki is below 10 per group, there are 4 groups, we're going to flip this Loki. Let me just get the damage on Titania. Let me get this, and then I'll deal with that. Somebody gets 1 on Domineering Force. Plus 4 damage. I think you've got damage. I think we're going to put it... You don't have the wolf. I think we're going to put it here, because I think she's going to struggle with all that stuff. Alright. Actually, maybe we will put it here since she's struggling. We get this, and a new Loki, which is Loki the Rascal. I think they're like all fighting the Rascal right now. Alright, this goes to 15. This has to trigger. Each group in standard mode attaches their set-aside intense focus to the avatar of Loki villain in their game area. Each group in expert mode flips it. So we're all going to get the intense focus. So Lokis are going to get +1/+1 and steady and +2 hit points per player. So this, when revealed in standard mode, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck per player and top 5. So these 2 go away. Yeah, okay. He gets +2 and steady and +1/+1. So he's going to go to 11. I also have to discard the top 5 cards of the player deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Intense focus here. He goes to 13. Top 2. Top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't lose a Mutant Mayhem. We'll keep your hands clear. Okay, up here we are going to get the intense focus. Top 2. Top 5. And 2 health goes to 8. And then down here, top 2. Top 5. We're getting another encounter card. Yikes. All right, +2 resources doesn't get me anywhere. I get ready. I don't think we're going to worry about this Loki anymore. Okay, She-Hulk will ready up, draw to 4. Oh, there's 2 threat going on there anyway, huh? Got it. All right, so I'll spend this one so that I could ready to get rid of 1, and then this will go to 7. Then he is attacking me. It is a treachery, so I either get it. I'll just actually take this one. So he's going to hit me for 2. And then I'm getting these 4 encounter cards. Oh, wait. Then Whirlwind is going to hit me for 2. So I go to 10. Uh-oh. Bad plans. Bad things are happening. Drop up more tokens. All right. Then Wrapped in Chains. I am exhausted. I have to spend 2. I think She-Hulk's days are numbered. Trickster Tango. Dirty Trick, remove a shatter counter and take 2 damage. That's 12. And a Draugr Buddy. This got 4. I'm going to try to win the game before I get back to She-Hulk. That's going to be my hope here. Okay, here we go. So we need to find 11 damage here, which I think we have. Although we have to be careful because after you thwart defend attack, remove 1 doubt counter from here. All right. So we need to punch. We're going to punch for 1 and then trigger one of these abilities. We'll trigger Panther Claws and we'll punch for 2 and that gets rid of 2 counters. All right, then we are going to have a NECA punch for 2. Will this get us there? I think so. So we'll play Wakanda Forever for 2. We're going to deal 1, 2, and 1. 1, 2, and 1. I can discard a stun, give myself a tough status card, or deal 3 more. Let's just deal 3 more. So he is defeated. So we're going to get 3 plus 5 is 8, down to 20. We did these, so this is gone out of the game. He goes to 15. We give somebody United Front. Captain Marvel already has it, so we're putting... Oh. Okay, putting it over here. Okay, and then we're going to shuffle, get a new Loki with 17 health. I don't think we can deal the 17, but we can try. Clawed Strike is 8. So maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Did I have another way to do that? I had this to deal 1. Like, can I defeat him again? Get a counter card. I don't think so. I think it's 8 plus 1 plus 1 is 10. Zax for 1. Ooh, plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so hang on a second. So I think had I used this instead of getting rid of, right, it would have been plus 4. I think this actually works. Because I want Sherry to shine. So I got plus 3 here, but I could have done this for plus 4. Then I'd have this. So instead of dealing plus 1, I deal plus 2, plus 2. So this would deal 4, 4, 2, 2 is 12. No. 4, 12. Yeah, I don't think I'd have it. Oh, and then I could deal 3, 15, 16. Oh, and a Neko was 2, right? Afterward? No? No. I don't think I have it. So we'll leave it this way. Okay. So that is going to, I think I leave him at 2. Alright, so we have to resolve here. We'll just flip. Wait, over resource there. Draw. We can shuffle this back in. If we get there. Add 1. Do all that. Alright, he's scheming for 2, 3. And then, after resolve a treachery. Nope. Minotaur has toughness. There are 5 or more treacheries in the encounter discard pile. It activates against you. I'm going to say yes. So that's 2 on the main for 6. Dark Scepter, Stalwart, and Advance. Oh, so he's going to scheme out and then place a threat. That's 1 more on here. We're getting dangerously close. All right. Captain Marvel. Did I not resolve these last time? Did she just get the Fenris Wolf? All right. So Dark Arts. Place a minion into play. Grendel. And Lofty Goals with 5. That's her pile. Okay. We will draw. We will cycle the helmet for 2. I think we're getting close. All right. We don't have that. We might have enough. Got +2 there. All right. So we'll flip up. We'll cycle Cosmic Flight to draw Mutant Mayhem. Perfect. Heal 1. Beast and Hope and myself will attack for 2 each, defeating Grendel, which will give me 3 more shatter counters. They go to 2. We'll play the triples with Mutant Mayhem. Get it back. They come out. We will search. Take a Photonic Blast. Ooh. Garden Patrol. Garden Patrol. Okay. We're going to play Kid Omega. When he comes into play, we can spend a lightning, so we'll spend effective leadership. Deal a damage to each enemy. Takes 1. Punch for 2, 4, 6. Place 3 shatter counters. Choose a group to gain mounting resistance. We're going to get mounting resistance to Jubilee and try to win on Jubilee's turn. What do you say? All right, 3 more here. Goes to 6. Then how do we do this? We'll play 5 for a Photonic Blast, or sorry, 3 for a Photonic Blast. Goes to 7, excuse me, and draw a card. It is a Crisis Interdiction. We're going to get them both ready. Punch 2 more. We're going to pop this for 6, defeating our Loki. That's going to deal 11 damage. So Loki is down to 9. Woo! Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Woo! All right. So that is going to give one to Feigned Retreat. New Loki is going to be Loki the Knave with 17. We'll put down the new energy channel and we'll put 3 on it. Okay. I don't have to play turns, so to get to the conclusion, I'm not too worried. I could block 3 times here, so I'm not going to play out this turn. I've been going in order the whole time, but I'm finally going to call it and say, I'm not doing that. All right. Is Jubilee... Did she defend? No, Nick Fury defended, so I just didn't ready her. We just got to deal that damage. Okay, I think we got this. All right, we're going to play an Into the Fray using 1, 2... Oh, actually, we're not going to get there. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. Spoiling. Oh, we're 1 short, huh? That's lame. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We will play a full body charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So full body is going to deal 12, which will kill Fenris. Wolf. Then 3 and a mounting resistance. I'm not going to do the mounting resistance. This is going to go to 9. And then I'm going to trigger my sunglasses to deal 4 here. I'm going to do spoiling for a fight to flip until I get Mangog. Ready. Wolverine will punch for 3, and as Mangog appears, Jubilee punches for 2, defeating her Loki for 9, 14 damage, and Loki, God of Lies, is dead. Oh, no more pins for you, Loki. Oh my goodness. Okay, there you go, everybody. That was crazy. All right, here we go. We'll come back up here. Actually, no, let's point out a little bit. So this is a 1 pod. All 4 of these are interacting. When something happens and it says, oh, you can get shatter counters, you can get things, they interact with each other. You could have multiple pods going on. So that's just, these are the players that are interacting. One of the other keys is somebody like Mangog, who has 10 per group in your pod. So with 4 groups, this has 40 health. But if you play this with 8 groups, he would have 80 health. And it's a lot to coordinate, to tell 8 tables. Even though 8 tables dealing 10 damage in a turn is pretty easy, trying to get that 80 damage, there's a lot. So that's part of the limit. So then each group within that one will increase this number to 2. We got to 5. So I saw people saying they were at 0. I think the players you add will make it a little easier because you won't thwart out as much. I didn't ever die, so it was only threat. And it was terrible here. This is where I made tons of mistakes. But whatever. I did it. And so each of these groups can be 1 to 4 players. I mean, they could be whatever you want to be, but they could be 1 to 4. Again, the idea is to balance them out, but you could be like playing via phone or whatever, right? I mean, internet. And, oh, I'm playing solo. There's a group of 4 playing here. There's 2 of us here, and this is another solo group. So you can have groups like that. It's totally fine, however you want to do it. And that is that idea. So then you're basically only able to do things. The only interaction you can have is Mangog, and it never came out. In fact, none of us... Oh, no, she did get her obligation. Is the door... I'm going to try to find it. Door Between Worlds comes in with 7 threat per group. So this would have 28, and this can be defeated and has a bunch of bad effects on it as well. So that is kind of what's happening there. But yeah, you could see that the more shatter counters you get, the more of these you defeat. So, like, not only did we kill Mangog, but it got us 12 more damage on Loki. So he went pretty quick. once we got there. So in classic fashion, you kind of flip him, at some point, and then he goes down pretty quick. But that was that idea. Whew, we did it. We did it in right around 2 hours. So that's not too bad. There's a 3-hour timer on there, and I was able to do that just with myself there. Thank you, Shbee, for being with me here specifically, and other people who I know are watching. Hopefully people will check this out afterward. It's kind of neat. I don't know. You can let me know. You can literally say, that was horrendous to watch, Brandt. There was too many things going on, and I didn't know how to follow. It's kind of me. I like the chaos. I tried to point to each section as I was going through, but I wanted people to see how the game plays out in multiple groups with a pod and how that all works and how it interacts, which is really, I think, where the fun comes into it. It's not overly hard. I made, obviously, some mistakes and let threat go a lot, which is kind of what you can do. To me, it's kind of like the main scheme popping once. Everybody can let the main scheme go once. It's not a big deal. The damage one's interesting because if you take damage, you go to 1 health and you stay. So you could just get punched again. So that one could be a little bit trickier. Oh, thank you. But Spee saying it was neat to watch, so I appreciate it. Yeah, kind of crazy, but it was a fun thing to do. So there's that. Now I have to go sort all these cards and be ready for Sunday. So, hey, if you happen to be in the New England area and you want to come on out, we're playing at the Portal at Manchester. We're going to be playing. We got about 16, 18 people right now signed up to play, so we're going to have a big old game of that. And then in a month's time, if you want to make a trip to this area, we'll be playing Civil War for the release, September 19, 20, 21st. So be sure to check that out. I have some links on Facebook and Discord and in some previous videos, but you can always comment here if you want to see that as well. And come and join us for a weekend of playing. And if you're not able to travel us, maybe you're going to the DC area, MCDC. I will be there October 24th, 25th, 26th. I am bringing decks for you to play, so please bring some decks for me to play. I'm going to try to play 0 of my decks all weekend, again, because of the chaos. So hopefully people will let me borrow decks so that I can try them out. Cool. Well, thanks, everybody. I think I'm going to go rest a little before I clean all this up. Super fun. You can check out our video, Fighting Enchantress, the other night on expert mode. Again, I don't think either of these scenarios are incredibly complex, but they're super fun. And that's what I'm looking for when I play this game. I want a lot of fun. I love the interaction between the different groups. I love that Enchantress has those cards where you have to do these forced actions, and now you're trying to figure out the best time, even though they can tend to be a benefit for you. I think it's a really neat thing. So, yay! Michael Boggs is back with these crazy designs that are super fun to go along with, obviously, the other ones that we already have, but it's neat for this. So, cool. Thanks, everybody. My name is the Brandt. On behalf of Captain Marvel, Jubilee, She-Hulk, and Shuri, we hope until next time you step into the portal. Have a great one, everybody.